Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another one Sunday business live episode. And this is our 166th episode and going on continuously for the past 165 weeks. And this will be our 166 weeks. What's today's topic about?
And moreover,
Yeah.
if you're watching on live, hashtag live, or watching on replay, hashtag replay. And first of all, let us know, is it audible? Because it's better for us to check as well. So if
Yeah,
you're watching in YouTube, or if you're watching in Facebook or Instagram, in any of my page or her page, or in a group, so let us know it's audible. Of course, that's amazing. Go to go Pioneer Prosperity Movement as well.
Yeah.
So that's great and amazing. So where are you tuning in from? How is your day growing? And besides that, today is the day. Today is the day where we are going to unleash the important things about the 5 steps. 5 steps to unlock your financial freedom. And the way to just go to the table. So way to go towards and also it's all right. Are you okay? So way to go towards and also tech check, guys. Tech check. Awesome. So, and moreover, here we are going to unlock. Sorry, 5 steps to unlock the financial freedom, and moreover, we are going to means bring in 5 important steps that you must know. So, and also we are going to give you the strategies and the tools for you to step ahead forward, because this is a time now, right? So life is now, the time is now. So yeah, so stay tuned, and you can have a pen and paper ready, and let's go for it. Dive it straight away.
This is mostly full of value pack session.
And whom it is for?
It is for anyone who are struggling, I would say, struggling financially. And
You might be doing a 9 to 5 job, or a
and
10 hours job, or a 14 hours job, but still you
looking-
are trying to, or struggling to make the ends meet, or to pay the bills, or even if you pay the bills, but at the end of the pay cycle, you don't have money to save money or to invest or something like that. So at the same point after, you are always thinking higher and thinking bigger and thinking extraordinary, that you, because you do not want to fit yourself in between the small, and you want to provide more, be more, do more, have more to your kids, to your family, and also take them to the adventurous and venturous life. And you want to be, you don't have a time now to spend time with them, whereas you want to have more time, more quality family time, more family time with your kids. It means to be a true present parent with your kids. Or
and also if you are like us, who are ready after working for so many hours, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or like us 23 years, and then you already had enough of being that comfort zone, and you already ready to be in that extraordinary zone of making you like a true wealth. So
yeah, and also one thing, like if you stop believing that family life is only for the weekend, kids are only for the weekend, and if you believe that living a life with the kids, with your family every single day, because that's what most of the people are normalized to believe, that the family time is only for the weekend, family time is only for the leftover of the weekdays, after when you get tired from the work. That's what most of people are believing nowadays, and it's getting more normalized nowadays. So in that case, instead of having that weekend life, why not to we deserve to live a everyday weekend life, everyday week life, right? Everyday life. So if you believe in all those things, this is the life session for you, which is going to unlock not only the financial freedom, but also the time freedom. But because there is no point of having money, because there are so many other aspects, there are so many other businesses as well, where they have money, where they have bank balance, where they have some sort of financial stability, success, financial freedom as well. But that's all right. But at the same point after, are they time enough? Are they having the time freedom? Is, if you ask the question, it is not. They are financially free, but they are time poor, health poor, relationship poor, it means emotionally poor, and mentally they are frustrated towards the end. So that is not the way to create the true wealth. You might have heard this sentence called as health is wealth. And if you don't have a time to spend time with your family, or if you don't have a time to spend time for yourself, and where do you get the time to go to the exercise, go and do for some exercise or the gym or something like that? Yeah. And if it is the case, health is not going to be proper for you, right? There are some other way you'll be compromising your health. If there is no health, and what's the point of having money in the bank? And towards the end of the life, then yeah, what like you'll be spending more for your health. You'll be spending more, what's it called, you spending more money to get back your time towards the end of the life when you get aged. There's no point of doing like that. So that is why this is the life now. Why not? You deserve to live the life of time freedom, and besides financial freedom, by using these 5 steps that you're going to unleash it today. Because 3.5 years before, we weren't like that kind of person. Yeah. Whereas we are utilize these 5 steps, the tools that you're going to share with you. So by means of that, now we are living a complete freedom of life. In saying that, for the past 13 months, we have been traveling full time around Australia, because this is our dreamful life. And also we have been to
Japan
for 35
more
days.
than a month.
For more than a month, for 35 days. And also been to Vegas for a week as well. So this is our life. It means we are not only traveling around Australia, but also we have started venturing overseas as well. This is our life. 3.5 years before, was a dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whether we can do it or not, because that time is different. So that is why we thought of, okay, bringing it to you as well, so that you also get to know. It's not only showing the always the best thing, the positive thing in the social media, in our presence, but also how we have changed, how we have transformed. That's what exactly we are going to unpack to you. Ready? So now, dive in straight away, as I said before, that 5 key steps. Number 1 step is,
that's the first one.
the key step is nothing but, you may think this step is not at all relevant. This is the step which is absolutely relevant. Because if someone said to me 3 or 4 years before, I would say, nah, this is not rubbish, or this is woohoo, this is not so important, not to waste your time, blah blah blah. But the moment I started realizing and accepting, especially personally, the moment I started realizing and accepting and changing this particular mindset thing, everything has got changed. It means mindset. That's it. So because the schools and the universities, everything, as we have taught, what we have been told to believe is the strategy. You must have a right strategy, you must have a right skills, blah blah blah. So you've been told to just follow the skills, just rely on the skills. Yes, beautiful, the skills are absolutely necessary. But if you want to have or live a complete freedom of life, or if you want to have a success in your life, or if you want to create a true wealth in your life, you must learn and you must follow the people who have already have it. And when I started following them, this is what exactly I found out is nothing but, any sort of successes in any field is 80% mindset, only 20% is skill set. Any kind of success in sports or in financial aspect, any success is 80% mindset, 20% is skill set. Whereas what the society teaches you is only not even 20% mindset, more of skill set. Then we will be saying there is no work-life balance, there is no money enough, not money enough, blah 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 blah. All those complaints comes up, and we will become a victim.
And also spending more time of earning more and more academic qualifications when you want to really pursue for bigger things. You end up in another degree and masters, more of skills oriented.
In saying so, I'm just going to give you a short story over here, because I'm the one who studied a bachelor of physiotherapy for 4 years, and then afterwards I even completed my masters for 2.5 years, total of 6.5 years, and also I even did my specialization for another 1 year. So total of 7 years, more than 7 years of full-time university I have done. Yeah. And then when I was asking about an increment, blah blah blah, then I was told to study more, because what I was getting is already capped, the income is capped. And that also with the 20 plus years of experience. And the last 4 years, I even got any increment at all, because I was told that you must study more, your income is capped, and all those sort of things. What does that mean? So I couldn't able to believe that, actually, because I was thinking that, wow, what else you want to study? And already I've did 7.5 years of uni. It doesn't mean that I'm not open to learn, but I'm already having more qualification. If I want to do more, and what sort of income that I'm going to get paid, probably another 2%. For the 2%, I need to go for study again, which is a that's absolutely ridiculous. What's the point of just focusing on the skill set? That is where it made me to realize. And also, even if I go for another 2% of increment or 2% of rise in my salary, again I'm going to sacrifice my personal time, my family time, which is no way gonna fulfill me, I would say, right? So that's why I started realizing that that is not the way at all. When I started digging out how the other people, because I've just started seeing other people who are living that kind of life what we had dreamt about, because we never want to be in a budgeted life. And moreover, guys, if you're watching this, you must believe that if there any financial advisors or any financial guru says that you must save money, you must budget your life, means it's absolutely a BS. And we are going to unpack it later at all, later actually, because money is not meant to be saved. Whether you believe it or not, money is not meant to be saved. You are not here to protect money, whereas you are here to protect your time. But what you have been said is with the mindset of all the schools and universities are preparing you with the skill set to work for money, to work hard for money. Yes, I have done for 23 years. And if you believe that working hard for money is the only way, you just see around people. There are so many people like you, and around you are working ridiculous number of hours and working hard for money. Are they rich? Are they having a financial freedom? No, not at all. It means what? It's an absolute BS. Yeah, that is why you realize yourself that working hard for money is not going to take you anywhere. Rather, it's going to make you to just hustle out and grind over and over again and again. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, this is also, the programming we all receive from, in saying that we miss that word, the we work for someone, how we, what to put, give your time. So that has been programmed from earlier stages. It for being in some place for 7 hours or 8 hours like in school, and then continue the same in uni, and then continue the same at work too. So it's always trading the time in exchange of money. So this has been a program from very young in a life. So that
From
goes
school
and
itself.
on and on and on until 65. So that has been continuing.
Yep.
So you have to really very well understand why we end up like this is because it's mainly the program. So you present yourself physically in some place, your time, you give your time away from family, away from everything, in a certain place, show up the first set of hours, and then come back, and then you get paid for that.
And followed by that, you end up in saying that I can't sit at home, I feel bored.
Yes,
So instead of sitting at home, I can make use of this time to make money. So you came to a concept, you have been told to believe in the concept of time is money. One thing you must understand, that what is limited here and what is abundant here. Time is limited. Can you deny that? Whereas money is not limited. If you have an idea, or if you have a belief that money is limited, it is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Money is not limited. Money is in abundant, and money is getting printed every single day almost. In fact, around by 2020, the Australian Bureau, Australian, what's that? Notebook of Australia has printed around $421 million from thin air. From thin air, because money doesn't have the value at all. So time is not money, rather time is more, infinitely more valuable than money. Whereas all the schools and universities say that money, time is money, you must work hard for money, all those kind of silly concepts. And followed by the, you might be working hard, right? Is it not? Can you deny that? Yeah, drop in comment below how many hours that you're working for money. How many hours that you're working in your job? Just drop it in the comment below. And are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Unless you fit in, are you really happy? Are you still struggling? Just let us know below, in the comments below. Are you not still struggling with the between the pay cycles to make the ends meet? The reason, because as long as if you exchange your time for money with that similar mindset, as long as you're going to trade your time for money, saying time is money, it is no way gonna make you any sort of financial freedom at all. Even if you achieve some sort of financial freedom through by means of small business or some sort of brick and mortar, You will be time poor, health poor, relationship poor, emotionally poor, mentally poor as well, where you are not going to create any kind of true wealth at all. So it is should be an eye opener for you. Whatever the concept you have in your mind that skill set is more important, I'm not saying it is not important, it is absolutely important, but at the same time, mindset, that is why you must be ready, willing to change your mindset of understanding not to exchange the time for money, rather making the money to work for you instead of you working for the money. Because when you're working with the time for money, the time is limited. Eventually, the money that you get back is also limited. So you end up in working for overtime, more time, ridiculous number of hours.
Like we did.
Yeah, like we did. Of course, I used to work for 60 hours a
We
week.
started off 38 hours and then slowly increased, exchange more time for more money. That because that's the only concept we've learned. If you want more money, give more time to your work, overtime,
Yeah.
work on weekends. So we ended up from 38 to 50 hours per week, and he
So,
ended
so
up
drop into the
60
comment below.
hours.
Drop into the comment below, like how many hours that you are working for money. Are you still happy with that? Are you not sacrificing your personal time and family time? Drop into the comment below. Because these are the questions we never ask to ourselves.
Yeah.
We just keep on carry ourselves as what we have been told to believe, to keep ourselves just busy, 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 busy. When the Monday hits, we don't know when the Friday comes, because you make yourself busy, 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 busy all the time. Because if you just come out of the busy schedule, you don't know what to do. Oh my god, sky is falling down, all those kind of things.
Continuously being in that zone, survival mode. So even when you relax or you can't relax, your mind is not letting you to relax, and being in that autopilot and survival mode for continuous 365 days a year.
So one thing you must understand, being busy is not productive. So time is not money. That is where you must change your mindset. Flip your mindset completely from protecting the money to protect your time. Average people protect the money and end up being average and end up surrounding by people who are average and being as a victim over there. Whereas if you're really thinking big and thinking extraordinary, the first and foremost step, that's why we're giving that much of outage, because this is the step which is going to create a foundation for everything, for all the other four steps. If you don't get this first step, all the other four steps are completely become rubbish, and even you will not see the other four steps with that kind of perspective at all. That is why success is 80% mindset and only 20% skill set. So it's not the what kind of business, it's not what kind of skill that you're going to do, but with what mindset that you're going to do that particular strategy or the tool or the skill set to become successful. So success is 80% mindset, only 20% skill set. So that's the first point, guys, which should be the must. Yes, which should be the must. The moment we started applying that, eventually our life got changed as well, and still changing as well. And we are still in the beginning of this era. Yeah. So this is the foundation. You already unleashed the first step. So let's go to the second step. Crouch. Of course, we are all human herds here.
Yes.
Humans are herd animals, of course, right? We can't deny that. We want to be surrounded with the people around.
We always follow someone.
Yeah, we always follow someone, or we always want to be liked by someone. I absolutely understand that. But at the same point of time, you might have heard this term called as whom you are surrounding yourself with. Because you might have heard this word. You are the five people among your quality of life, even including your income is the five people among you are surrounding yourself with. Go and check. Go and check your income with the five people you are surrounding yourself with, or your quality of life you surround yourself with. So whom you are surrounding yourself with, your aim, your motivation, or your ambition, or whatever it is you call it as, your vision should be to achieve the financial freedom. But how many people around you are financially free? Look around, see, including your wife, including your husband, or including the friends and the neighbors, how many people around you are financially free? The reason why I'm saying this, because your thoughts, your thinking, again your mindset, go back to the first point, again your mindset, your thoughts and everything will be impacted nearly around 90% based on who we are around with. You can't deny that. That's a scientific proof as well. Evidentially it has been proven. So whom you are surround yourself with, because based on whom you are going to surround yourself with, either you will focus on the failure or you will focus on the success. Either you are focus on the saving, means protecting the money, or you will focus on protecting the time. So either you will focus on working hard for the money, or you will focus on making the money to work for you. So whom you are surrounding yourself with, and also by means of surrounding yourself with the successes, eventually you focus on not only making the money to work for you, but also your goals will become bigger. When your goals become bigger, eventually you will not focus on the excuses what the average people does. Do you get it? So whom you are surrounding yourself with. And if you're seeing someone who are living that kind of life, you must blindly, that's what exactly I did. 4 years before, when I was looking for different opportunities, because I came to know, by putting aside ego, I realized that one thing, because ego is the one which made me not to realize I'm a proud physiotherapist, blah blah blah. Yes, physiotherapy is okay, good, but I just got that glass ceiling. I couldn't able to go further beyond. So what is the point of me sacrificing for the profession when the profession is not giving back to the life of what exactly I'm after? Whereas it is robbing my life, it is robbing my time, my family time. What is the point of being a dad and not being with my kids, not being a true present parent? So when I started realizing that, then I started just ditching my ego, and I started realizing that even if I keep doing this physiotherapy profession, the job, for another 5 or 10 or 20, 30 years, it's not going to change. It's going to be the same. Have you ever realized by keep doing what you're doing now for another 10 years, will there be any massive change apart from any increment that you get? And with this, that will make you towards financial freedom. Drop it in the comment below. Will that make you towards financial freedom? Not at all. I got scared. I really got scared. And followed by that, you know what I did? The first step, I started seeing people who are living that kind of dreamful life, and I started blindly following them, started learning from them. When I started seeing the following and learning from them, that's where I opened myself. Wow. And then I gone back to the first step, which is nothing but the mindset. Did you get it? That's why the first step is very important. Are you open minded? Are you willing to? That's it. And not only that, how many people that you're going to impact? Okay, you want to be financially free, but how many people you like to help? How many people you want to impact? And how we are going to impact? You have to get to the niche. You have to get to the concept. It's not only you making money with a win-lose mindset. Whereas you making money with a win-win mindset of how many people I'm going to impact. It's not just helping one time. How many people for how many people's life that I'm going to change? Because we are so much fulfilled that we are helping. We are 3 million people around the globe now. 2 million people around the globe in this business actually doing for the past 50 years, I would say. In doing that, this business is helping to change the life of 2 million families around the globe.
There's a saying like, if you want to be a millionaire, help someone else to be a millionaire.
Exactly.
It's that the impact you create, or you help to achieve the outcomes, you will automatically achieve more than that.
Exactly. To become millionaire, help another people to become a millionaire, help another million people. That's it. That's what, think about the community and what kind of people that you're going to impact. That is what is so important here. So whom you are surrounding yourself with, and what you're going to learn from them, and how you're going to follow them. Are you open and willing to learn from them? And who you are going to help? Focus on that first. Eventually you'll focus on everything towards going up, going towards the growth, with the growth mind, success mindset, again going back to the one, rather than staying stuck in where you are. When you're open and willing, everything will change from there. That's the second important step. So do an audit, see whom you're around with, check your income as well, come back to here and drop it in the comment below. That's it. Oh, I don't talk about the money open. Again, if you say that I don't talk about the money open, go back to the mindset number one. Step number one. Do talk about about money openly. Be around with the people who are talking about the money openly. That is where you become financially free. Yeah, amazing. So then the next step is the third step, which is nothing but digital presence, social media presence. That's so important and vital here. Again, we all have been told again and again. I'm saying that we all have been told to like work for money, and you must learn with what you have. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, absolutely understand that. Right now, you would have realized that that's not working out, but because you're still struggling financially by working for someone. Whereas that someone, either your boss or your employer, is working for themselves. When they work, how they are working for themselves? By means of creating their own brand. What kind of brand? It could be a corporate brand. It could be any sort of small business brand. And you might be working for them. Yeah. So it means what? That person whom you're working for is making the money to work for them by creating their own brand, by means of showing up, by taking a calculated risk. You get it? So likewise, what kind of brand that you have, and what kind of impact that you're going to create, how you're going to show up, in saying that now in the modern digital era, the best way to show up is in social media, because social media is a nook and corner of the world. Oh, Maddie, I'm not a social media person, I don't want to keep my life open. That's absolutely fine, but are you happy with the current life? And moreover, one important sentence that you must understand: by being who you are, you can't create the life of you what you want. I repeat again: by being who you are, you can't create what really you want. If you want to create what you want, you must become, you must change. By being who you are, you will end up in creating over and over again and again the same thing. Probably some sort of materialistic things, that's it. And you will settle with, I'm happy with what I have. Whereas if you want to be, if your goal, if your financial goal, if your vision, if you're determined to be an extraordinary life, big goal, then you can't create from being here. You must change. Any change that you are expecting in your life, including financially, must start from you. The chicken is not coming from outside the egg, it's coming from inside, and it has to break by itself. It's a simple metaphor, I could say. Just now it came like that. I'm not so sure whether it's similar thing, but it's just I'm saying that the life has to come from inside. The change has to come from inside. Oh, that will change. The government will change. The inflation will change. Means it will never change. The cost of living will come down. It will never come down at all. So we can't sit with the victim mindset of blaming that, blaming. No, we must change. We know that the time is limited. We know that the money is abundant, and we must change ourselves to change our belief about money and start to believe money should work for us. Money should work hard for us, and we should start to believe to make the money to work for us, like how your boss and how your employer is making the money to work for them, whereas you working for the money. Why can't you be? By means of you creating a brand. Oh, brand, I don't know how to create. That's what exactly we are going to teach as well. And if you want to learn, just go to the description below and click on the link, whereas you can see how we are going to help you as well. So let's talk about it later. So what is your social media presence? What value that you're going to provide? As we shared with you in the second step, what value to be a millionaire? If you want to be, I don't have millionaire goal and all. Okay, what else you want to be? That's what exactly you must have a financial goal as well. The people are remain being average because of lack of financial literacy, lack of financial goal. Have a specific defined goal. I want a lot of money. What does that lot of money mean? You must have a very specific define. I want exactly 50,000 Australian dollars per month. I want exactly 100,000 Australian dollars per month. What is that specific figure? Exactly, because a lot of money means nothing. I want to build a house, yeah, but what kind of house? I don't know. I want to build a large, big home. That's not going to take you anywhere. What kind of house? How many bedrooms that you want? How many ensuite that you want? What kind of like alfresco? What kind of you plan it, right? Is it or not? Well, you want it exactly brick by brick. Likewise, how exactly? What kind of financial goal that you want?
10K within 3 months, 20K within 6 months.
Or 50K per month. What exactly your financial goal? 100K per month. What exactly is your financial goal? Have that specific defined figure. When you have that, eventually you'll surround yourself with people like that, as we said in mindset in the second step. Then you'll develop the mindset as well, as we told in the first step as well. And followed by that, then you will know to create that you will be having a personal brand. How? Social media. So you must change. You must, when you change, then you know that, say for example, if you think about Apple or Nike, whatever they sell will get sold. Why? Because they created a brand. They don't go and shout Apple is this much. Apple. No, they don't show that. People will be waiting in the queue.
Yeah, everyone obviously see that.
Yeah,
Any
why?
new
Because they
cars.
have just projected the brand outside. When Elon Musk said that Tesla is going to be, even when the Tesla is without being released, many people are deposited for the Tesla car. You also right? Just drop the comment below if you did too. Is it not? Why? It's a branding. Anyone are able to create the brand here.
Yeah, because it is
Anyone.
personal.
You don't
Personal
need to.
branding.
Yeah, that's it. Your name is the brand. What you are want to be known for. That's it. That's your brand. Who are you? Who you want to be, and what want to be known for in this world. Exactly, that's it. Share your insights, share your experience, share your values to the world, and how you're going to impact them. That becomes your brand. And how, through what media, through what source you're going to do. Of course, the most important way to do this is easily reachable is
Social media.
exactly
Quicker and
more easily reachable worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah. Global reach.
That's it. So by means of being presentable, by means of showing up for yourself, I don't have confidence to do. Even in fact, when we started, we don't have any confidence at all. Take action. One step, one step, one step, one step. By means of taking action, irrespective of your fear or self-doubt, even by, and also by means of second step, by surrounding yourself with people like that, then you will definitely take an action. When you take an action, by means of having the first step, the mindset, you will develop the confidence. It's not that I will get the confidence first, then I will take an action. Now, way. It's not going to work out at all. Take an action first. That's it. That's what the branding does. So show up. Have a social media. We have people in a global business community where there are 60 plus people and 65 and 70 plus people as well, where they don't have any social media. But when the moment they realize that even after working for nearly 35-40 years, still they couldn't able to pay off the mortgage, still they couldn't able to pay off the debts, then they realize that that's not going to work out. And what they did is they changed. When they changed, they started being open, they started being willing to win during the age of 65 and 70. Age is just a number. And now they're killing that industry actually. They're becoming the top leader. They never done any online business before. They never had any social media before. And they all had it, like 33104 Nokia. Still have that. That's it. As long as you're willing and open to learn, world is in your hand. You can become anything. They have created a brand from nowhere because you are your brand. And you are doing in a very small circle. That circle is not talking about financial freedom. Yeah? Go to the second step. How you're going to expand your horizon. Expand your circle. Talk about that. Be open for that. For that, you must go to the second step again. Go back to the first step again. That's it. That it's not a big magical formula, guys. Everything is available here. The help is available from us. The mentorship is available from us.
Yep.
The training is available from us. The opportunity is also available from us. Beautiful, right? Give permission for yourself. Just show up. And if you are ready to, world is yours. So let's go to the fourth step again.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that,
Hmm.
about time and time freedom and things. So
Exactly.
that's where here
Yeah.
is coming. Now as a fourth step.
That is where most of the people get trapped back again to the business, where they end up in working in the business.
Working like a job in their own business.
Exactly.
And what happens after
It
3
becomes
years,
their own
5
job.
years? Yeah, 3 years, 5 years, they still feel like it's working, like fully working, fully giving their time because it's their business. And a lot of them give up and state it's a failure business and so on and quit. So that's what happens, because when you start a business, you owning it, but you are working like a job in that. So that is like a complete, this one word will completely turn this thing entirely like 180 degree in a different pathway with this just one setup of
Exactly.
your business,
Exactly.
which is also in our business.
That's a fourth step is nothing but that's what the term coming up is nothing called as
Automation.
automation. Automation. There are so many people are doing the business and calling themselves as entrepreneur. One single time I'm going to tell you. You might have heard that from my post and also from other people who are living with time freedom. People calling themselves as entrepreneur. One thing I'm going to it's going to be harsh, guys, but I'm not here to I'm not here saying what you want to hear. I'm here saying what you must hear. People calling themselves as entrepreneur, but they are not living with time freedom. They are not living with any sort of freedom at all. And if you're calling yourself an entrepreneur, but if you're working for money, ridiculous number of hours by owning a job, calling it as a business, and if you don't have a time freedom, you must stop yourself calling as an entrepreneur. You are no way different from an employee. You're owning a business, you are your own boss, I don't deny that, but you're just owning it another job. The the term, the absolute definition of entrepreneurship is entirely different, where you must be, in a simple term to say that, you must be having the potential, the capability to live your life every freaking day, every single day, with whom you love with, and be how you want to be, with complete time freedom. It doesn't mean that without any work involved, whenever it is necessary. And for that, you must be having a business with complete automation. It means the business where it runs by itself, even in the absence of you or from a very basic effort from you. And if you don't have this in your life, in your everyday, it means you are not an entrepreneur. You're having a business which is nothing but another job. People must start realizing that. That is why many people in our business are coming from other kind of small business, other kind of brick and mortar business, other kind of low and mid ticket company products or something like that. Why? Because always hustling, always grinding with 20 years experience, 10 years experience, 25 years experience, 30 years experience too. And most of the small business people, they started realizing this even within 2 to 3 years, as she's mentioned, and they keep on doing because they have, since they have started. Any business without an automation is an another job. So if you don't have a time freedom or any sort of freedom, stop calling yourself as an entrepreneur. Seek for a business which has an automation, where you end up making the money to work for you with the first step, which is the mindset. Money doesn't come easily. I must work hard for money. Go to the first step if you say so. Money is easy to earn, easy to make. As long as with the mindset of making the money to work for you, it is easy to. It is simple to. But you must change. You must change your mindset, and you must be open and willing to learn, and you must be surrounding yourself with the people like that, and you must take the step accordingly. As we mentioned, the third step, by creating your own brand. And the fourth is nothing but automation. You must have the business which has an automation as well. That's it. When you have these four steps, eventually you can understand the fifth step which you're going to unleash as well. Did you get it? So, again, let's go for the fifth step.
Last one.
The last and final fifth step is nothing but learning. That's a very important thing, guys. So many of them, not you, so many of them, once after they finish their uni or something like that, enough. I know everything. They end up with a fixed mindset. They're not open and willing. And when there is a need comes, then they will do an extra upgrading a course or something like that. Why? Because to have more money, additional course or any other additional
Or a
skill, special skill, because they want more money. Then only they will do it.
And some are like forced to do it because of the job.
That's what I end up, and that's why I was told to, but I didn't do it. I woke up. And again, even after you're going to do, even after finish, what are you going to do? You're going to end up working for ridiculous number of hours, working for the money, for the capped money, capped income. And after 2 or 3 years, the same story comes back, because it has happened to us as well. I'm telling you, it's not going to end at all. So, by doing what you have done for the past 2 or 5 or 10 years or 20 years, is it going to create the life of what exactly you are after? Ask yourself this, or drop into the comment below, yes or no. Very simple answer. By doing what you have done for the past 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 years, is it going to create the life of what you're after, even after 5 years, by doing what you're doing now? Yes or no? Just drop it in the comment below. Be open. Be open. When you be open, when you're freely showing up, that is where your mind tends to open up with the first step, as we shared, towards learning. Learning from the people who they are living with your dreams, as we said in the second step. Every single step is completely interconnected to each other. Whereas the first step is the foundation for every single thing, by ditching your ego aside. You must be not only open, you must also be willing to invest your time and money for yourself. Why we are saying this? Because if you're opening a business, say the business that we are in, when we are opening this business, what we are in, the people who have succeeded in the business, like say in 10 years time, that person, if they are teaching something, why they are teaching something? Because they are going to share whatever their ups and downs they are gone through in the 10 years time. They're open to share these and all the mistakes that I have done. You must avoid. Do this what I have done, which made me successful. So they're going to share their ups. It means their success points. And when they are going to share the 10 years of success to you, and if you're willing to invest some sort of money and the time for yourself to learn from the people who are in the top, eventually it will not take 10 years for you to achieve the success of what they have achieved. It will take another year, another 2 years, another 3 years. It's all right. But by doing what you have done or what you're doing now, even after 3 years, will it be possible for you to create the financial goal that you had before, 10K or 20K or 50K per month or 100K per month? Will it be possible? If it is not possible, then it means you must be willing and open to learn, by means of investing your time and money from yourself, from who they have achieved. Are you willing? Answer yes or no below. By understanding all these concepts in your mind, and if you're scared to remain being there, drop below yes or no. Are you willing to, or not only open, are you willing to invest your time and money? Oh, I don't want to lose money. I want to know everything at first. Go back to number one, mindset. Stop, stop protecting the money. It's a hard earned money, that's an absolute BS again. You have been told to believe that you don't necessarily need to work hard for money. You are unnecessarily financially struggling. You are unnecessarily working hard for money because you have been told to believe. You have been indoctrinated so much in that, in saying that I was told to believe too, I was believing that too. That's why we ended up working for 60 hours a week for how many years? 20 plus 23 years, guys, not one or two. Come on. You know how my life was just 3.5 years before? When I go to work, my kids will be getting up from the bed. I say good morning, bye. And I come back from work, the kids will be getting ready for the bed. That was my life. And used to work even on the weekends because 60 hours a week. Sometimes I got some work also on Sundays as well because I have commitment. I can't reduce my commitment. I'm not migrated here to this country to live small. Rather, I can go back to the country. I'm sacrificing all my complete family, it means extended family time. I came to this country because to live the extraordinary life, not to live the same financial struggle of what I lived back in the country. That's what I'm here for. But at the same point of time, I couldn't able to spend time with my kids. I was telling that, oh, okay, family time, that's also only for the weekend. I just believed that only. And in fact, so many times we felt like a single parent, right?
Yeah, it's either me with the kids or him with the kids. So it's most of the time I was there. I already started feeling like it's just only me raising the children. It was that very much stressful.
One single moment which really hit hard. Of course, there are so many things, so many moments, but I want to share with you here. When my first son, when my son was born, who is 18 years old now, I didn't spend his first 8 years. I literally don't know how he has grown up. I literally don't know. You know the impact of it? Even until today, he won't talk to me much. He won't see my eyes at all. And very hardly he'll call me as dad. Is it the fault of him? No. I can't blame him. It's a mistake of me. And when my daughter has born by 2016, that's the moment it really hard to me. It hard to me. I was literally cried. And I went back after my paternal leave after 1 month. I literally cried by sitting in a toilet commode there. What I was doing? Because that time I used to work for 60 hours a week. What I was doing? Am I a dad? I'm not. You are the breadwinner, you must. That's an absolute bullshit. What is the point of making money just being financially present? Are you not a dad to be a holistically present by being with the kids when they are growing up? Or am I going to end up with the same regret of what I'm facing with my son? No. I started changing. And now, in 3.5 years' time, in 10 months' time, I was able to quit my job. And 2 years' time, I helped my wife, my Sudha, to quit a job. And 2.5 years' time, we started traveling. And every single day, we are living our life by living like this, as we shared before. This is the life that you also deserve. You can also create. But are you open and willing to learn about it? The moment you start to shift your mindset, as we shared in the first step, guys, because first step is a foundation. I'm telling you. I was keep on saying, that's rubbish. I was the person. But in my life, I became the victim by keep saying mindset is rubbish. And only living a weekend life. If you say before 3.5 years, I was addicted to alcohol. Yes, of course. 3.5 years before, every single Friday, I spent around an hour or more than an hour, almost 2 hours in Dan Murphy, isn't it? And I almost get like goods of like things like alcohol for around $400 just for a Friday night. Again, I go back to Dan Murphy to buy again for Saturday night. Again, I go back to Dan Murphy to buy again for Sunday night. This was my life. And I get up in the morning, go to work, come back, I again go back, go directly to Dan Murphy, come back. That's what my life was. Because I used the weekend to escape from the weekday life, again shamelessly went back to the same Monday. How many of you are doing it? I was so vulnerable to accept it because I was so irresponsible dad, thinking that I was doing the best to my family when my cup is empty. I'm so vulnerable to accept it because I realized open mindedly, and not only realized, stepped ahead forward by making a small single step, by seeing the people who are living with like that. I was willing to learn. You can too. Be open, be vulnerable. As a protector and provider for your family, as a dad, if you're watching it here, it's a time now because the life is now. You also can be a true present parent with your family. There are so many excuses around us. It all depends on whom you're surrounding yourself with. Either you're going to focus on the excuses or focus on your goals. When you focus on your goals, and if your goals are bigger, I'm telling you, you will not be having a time to see your excuse. I don't have money to do that. I don't have time to do that. I have weekend now. I'm just going back to my country, blah, 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 blah. Excuses can be plenty. That is what we have been programmed to focus here. Get it? You got this. Every single day has been gifted to you. Past is past. Future, we never know. Present is been gifted to us. Live in the present. We have been told to focus on the future, to run for the future, to chase for the future. Whether you're chasing it or not, it's going to come. And the present day, it's not going to be present anymore. It's going to be past. Today is the present. Tomorrow, when you step in, the moment that becomes a present, but that's not going to be a present always. Today is the youngest you ever will be. This moment is the youngest you ever will be. I'm not here to motivate you. Motivation, absolute bullshit. If you are not ready to change your lifestyle, changing the lifestyle, changing the habit is the one which is going to start focusing on towards financial freedom. Financial freedom is easy. But the process, many people are just focusing on the financial freedom, but they are not ready for the process. They want instant. When I win the $50 million, you will not. Even if you win them, if you say that money is going to bring financial freedom, it is not. It is absolutely not. That is why, evidently, 85% of the people, exactly to say 86% of the people, 86.3% of the people who are winning the lottery are becoming broke in 2 to 3 years of time. It's not the money which is going to make financial freedom. It's a time now to realize these 5 steps actually shown it to you. Motivation is not necessary here. When you get all these 5 steps, you will get intrinsically motivated. When you get intrinsically motivated, you will develop the sense of urgency. Today is the day. The day is day one, like that. When you have a sense of urgency, even you can't stop yourself. That is where you wake up. That is where you realize what is life is. No media, no Netflix will show you that. Because everything around you has been designed to keep you where you are. So it's time now to wake up. That's it, guys. So, in saying that, apply these 5 steps. And also, we have a specific legit business tool which has completely changed our life as well. And if you're open, oh Maddie, okay, what else? I'm open for all these things. If you say so, drop it in the comment below. Freedom or unlock. Freedom or unlock with a sense of urgency. Average people don't have the sense of urgency. They always say, I have a lot of time. I have time. Tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Today is the day. If a person doesn't have a sense of urgency, it means they are settling being an average. And if you have that sense of urgency, knowing that your life is not going anywhere, you're going back to the same Monday over and over, again and again, week by week, month by month, year by year, 75% of the year has gone already. 2024 has gone. In 3 months' time, we are going to have
2025.
Come on. What was your January 1st Monday and now? How far it has changed? Have you challenged yourself? How far it has grown? You must not focus on the financial freedom. That will come to you anyway. You must focus on the process towards it. When you focus on the process with these 5 steps as we shared with you, financial freedom is inevitable for you. That's how we got the time freedom. It is all possible. Not by means of what the society is teaching you and normalizing you. You must have a kid's time because you are passionate with your job. You're happy with your job. You're passionate so much with your small business. You must have a family time only during the weekend time, and only during the 4 weeks of holiday time. That's an absolute rubbish. Don't dishonor your family. There is no such called as work-life balance. Life is more important. Stop living to work. That's how many people are dying at the age of 25 and existing, dragging themselves towards 65 after the graveyard or 70 after the graveyard. Start to believe to work to live. There is no such thing called as work-life balance. The moment you start to believe these 5 steps, I'm telling you, you will start to create your life. It is all possible. So drop below if you're open and willing to learn as unlock or freedom. Let's create the community. We're having a very big, massive, global, supportive community, which has completely changed my life, changed our whole family life. Like this. Every single day. Waking up every single day, it's so much of excitement. It's not because I have to get up, it's because I want to. I'm so excited to get up. This is life.
And we constantly get inspired by other people's success every day because this is global. So there is like a million people, more than
You're
million
connected
people.
to like that.
Yeah. So we see success, and then day by day, our certainty, and then the certainty of being in the right path. Oh, we have made the right decision 3 years before. It keeps more and more. The certainty keeps more and more, getting stronger and stronger every day.
Because we can see obviously what's changing in our life.
Yeah. And also we're like continuously inspired, like throughout. There is no ups and downs. It is continuously inspired by people in the community. That's been really.
So you might be following us, you might be ghosting us for a long time. Stop that. Enough. That's not going to change. It's time now to ask what exactly you're doing. A drop below unlock, a drop below freedom. You know how to reach us.
Yeah.
Let us help you. Live your life to the fullest every day as a true present parent. We succeed together.